Felix Verdejo, man, the verdict is in. The verdict is in, and we gonna have to talk about it. Hit that like button. We're on a harsh reality, and yeah, man, this is a harsh reality for Felix Verdejo that he's getting 2 life sentences, man. I mean, come on, talk about taking an L. But for those who don't know, Felix Verdejo was an up and coming. Well, should I say, was he up and coming? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, he was on the rise. There's not too many Puerto Rican fighters that's prominent right now since the retirement of Miguel Cotto. Felix Verdejo was the next guy that they was building up to be that next Puerto Rican star, right? However, he had a fight with Nashiro Nakatani. It's a fight that he was winning and he lost. And then after that, he seemed to have went on a downward spiral, right? You hear about some crazy stuff that he was doing outside of boxing down in his native of Puerto Rico. And yeah, it says here, boxer Felix Verdejo sentenced to life in prison for grisly killing of pregnant lover. Man, bro, it's never that serious, dog. It's never that serious. But it says former boxer Felix Verdejo received 2 sentences of life in prison in his native of Puerto Rico after being found guilty of killing his 27-year-old pregnant lover. And yeah, you see the pictures of her. She's a pretty girl, man. Let me continue. Verdejo, 30, was found guilty in July on charges of kidnapping that led to a death and of causing the death of an unborn child. Yes, that's right, his child. But avoiding convictions for carjacking that resulted in the death of a person in possession of a weapon during a violent crime after the jury failed to reach a unanimous verdict. His attorney said he plans to appeal the sentencing. A competitor in the 2012 Olympics in London, Verdejo held a professional record of 27-12 with his final fight in December 2020. 5 months later, he was charged in connection to the death of the 27-year-old Kelisha Rodriguez after turning himself into authorities in San Juan. Now, they got it mixed up here. His record, his professional boxing record, definitely wasn't 27-12. It wasn't nowhere near that. I believe he probably lost 1 fight, if that. I think he lost against Nakatani. So I believe that was his only loss. Correct me if I'm wrong, boxing brothers, but I think that was his only loss. They must be getting confused with the amateurs, right? He probably had 12 losses in the amateurs and probably 27 wins as a professional. But that's neither here nor there. This guy's going to be sitting 2 life sentences in fucking prison. But it says the details of Rodriguez's killings are beyond disturbing. Yeah, and that's right. When we heard about it, it was like, wow, he did that. Prosecutors alleged Verdejo, who is married with a daughter, executed a premeditated plan of luring Rodriguez to his car, punching her, professional fighter, punching her, injecting her with drugs. Yes, that's right. Tying her to cement block with metal wire and throwing her off the Teodoro Moscoto Bridge into the San Jose Lagoon with the aid of a co-defendant, Luis Antonio Chazid Martinez. He is also alleged to have jumped into the lagoon to ensure her death. Oh, wow. See, that's the detail I didn't know. They drugged her with something that could knock out a horse, sedated her, and just threw her up off the bridge, bro. Threw her up off the bridge. And then they put cement on her and then make sure she drowned, bro. Come on, man. Let me read this right here. The statement from the DOJ, man. It says, today's life sentence, writes, holds Verdejo Sanchez responsible for the pain and suffering he inflicted on his victims, said W. Stephen Muldrow, United States Attorney for the District of Puerto Rico. To this, the defendant maintains his reputant attitude, like Verdejo Sanchez now knows anyone who commits cold-blooded crimes of violence in violation of the federal law will be persecuted to the fullest extent of the law by the Justice Department and this office. And it says, per the ABA, during the trial, the Verdejo had pressured Rodriguez to get an abortion. Kedis later called 911 anonymously to provide a location of Rodriguez's body. So the dude that went down there to make sure she was gone, right, make sure the job was done, he called the authorities to go get the body. It says an autopsy reportedly found Rodriguez had fentanyl and Xanthine, mostly used as horse sedative, in her body. Man, I wish I had my soundboard connected. But listen, Felix Verdejo was cheating on his wife, right? Let's be honest. Let's talk about it. He was cheating on his wife, right? He got a kid, and he ended up getting his side chick pregnant. So instead of him just taking the L, right? Instead of him just simply taking the L, now he's taking an even bigger L than he could have ever imagined. 2 life sentences. And then they gonna try to appeal this? Bro, you're not getting off on this, bro. How you gonna appeal? It was premeditated murder. You killed your unborn child, bro. You killed a 27-year-old woman simply because she was pregnant with your child, bro. And you didn't want your wife to find out. So you went to that extreme, Felix, to try to clean up the scene. And now you're going to be spending your rest of your life in prison. Had a promising career despite his last fight. Had a promising career. And now it's all gone to waste. I don't condone violence against women, right? I don't condone violence. I don't condone any of this. This is disgusting, right? This is absolutely disgusting. And even though the ladies are out of pocket, we don't condone this type of behavior. He let his emotion get the best of him instead of just owning up to it, working something else, working it out, figuring it out, doing something different, just simply taking the L. He could have just took the L. His wife, at the very least, would have divorced him and took half his money. But at least he would have still been free. At least he would have still been free. But yeah, crazy story, man. My boxing brothers, as we all know, we heard about Felix Verdejo and his story, and this is the verdict. You know, they just came out and released that he will be spending the rest of his life in prison. Simply because, well, for one, he just couldn't simply just take the L. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.